What is going on, YouTube? Today is a beautiful day. It's 52 degrees in Wisconsin. For being in the middle towards the end of February, this is unbelievable, and I'm going to take full advantage of it. However, I am kind of under the weather. It seems like a lot of people in this area are all struggling with the same sickness. My nose hasn't stopped running, which feels like 2 weeks. So there is that, but I need to take advantage of this weather. So on today's to-do list is a whole bunch of chores. So I would really like to get the skid steer washed. I didn't salt any of the driveway here that we seen in the snowplow video, and I didn't salt over by the storage units simply because I don't want those buildings to rust. However, just a little bit of time that I spent on the road, ton of salt, so I just want to get this thing sprayed down, washed off, and then ideally I would like to get over to the storage because I still have a few cameras, I think 2 or 3 to put back up. And I gotta do some modification to the mounting. Long story, we'll get into that. So those two things would make me really happy. On top of that, if we still have time, which we should have time, I'd like to drop off some extra materials from the bathroom remodel that we just did. And I know that if I don't do that, they're gonna sit in the back of my truck forever. I'll lose the receipt and then I'll never take them back and it'll be wasted money. So that's today's game plan. I'm waiting for one phone call and then we'll get started, but you guys can skip all of that, and yeah, let's get this thing started. See if the old girl fires up. When I say old girl, it's really not an old girl. Right up, baby. That's my girl. All right, let's see if we can just baby fire it up, choke, start, come on. Be just like the snowblower. All right, all right. All right, guys, we are done with this machine. Everything went great. I actually had to pull away from, disconnect the V-plow and back up from it just so I could open up the V and spray everything out. I didn't want to get the machine wet again, but I was able to get into all the little nooks and crannies where all the rocks were built up. So I'm happy I did that. I dried most of it, got a lot of the grease off of it. Looks really good. I might want to touch up some of this paint. I'm going to try to see if I can get this same gray and touch up kind of where it's been nicked just to prevent any future issues, but otherwise looks good. I do have to wipe down the window here, but no big deal. A little bit of rocks yet just because it was stuck in there, but I'll probably wash it one more time. Anyways, that project is done. I got to clean up this mess, clean up a little bit from plow season, and then let's get over there and start working on the cameras. We got to finish up. So I got everything mounted. I made the brackets work the way that they were. We do have to do a little adjusting on the height of the cameras, but for the most part, everything looks good. So today the boys have off of school, so I got my helpers today. We're gonna adjust this one. This one needs to come down. It shows too far out. So we're gonna tip that one down, and then I screwed up, guys. As you can see, I needed to do some splices because the runs weren't long enough. Of course, I thought I had left plenty of room and I was gonna do one extra loop. I didn't. So we have 2 more left to do. We're gonna tuck all this up here, get it out of the way. But as you guys can see, what do you think?
I see a truck.
Yeah?
That's right there.
All right.
The office.
Yeah. So let's get this one adjusted and then let's get these last 2 wired up and then we're out of here, right? Friday fish fry? Cause what? Friday is our favorite day, right?
Wait.
All right, let's get to work. Okay, I'm gonna adjust it.
I see you.
You see me?
Yeah.
Okay, let's back this out. Okay, I'm gonna tip it down now, okay? Is that pretty good? Tell me what you can see.
I can see the door.
You can see the front door? Let's see. You can see the whole truck?
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. Perfect. Okay. Thanks, guys.
It looks like the truck is like. That's all we had to do?
Yep. Well, for this part.
Oh.
All right. Just gotta make it to the end. Perfect. Okay, we got it tucked away so nothing get cut. I got 1 left to do. That's perfect. Thank you. All right.
1 left to do?
Yep. Straight green, blue. This looks right. No. Nope. So, after many failed attempts to try to find a single end clip, because I ran 1 short, I ended up having to buy a 100 pack because that's the smallest amount I could find that was a decent deal. So at least I have some for future projects, which we might use on the Cravings building if we're gonna wire in some extra cameras. So anyways, I've got this, I've got the clip, I've got 1 last camera to take care of. This is the last camera and arguably the most important because this one is that very first one as you come in. That's my license plate reader, which is going to be very crucial in case something were to ever happen. That is arguably the most important camera I have. So I've got it ready to go for the most part. I'm just frustrated. I did get everything updated. I was struggling with to get the new router, which I just picked up. It was not working. Thankfully, one of my clients, who's actually a friend of mine, happened to be driving by, and he works for one of the local internet companies. He came by, did a hard reset on it, got it to work it. And then the NVR unit was giving me some issues with connecting online so I could check it from my app. It works great now, so everything's good to go. So this is the last piece, other than cleaning this stuff up, that I have left to do with this project. I am pleasantly surprised with how good the cameras look. I mean, I spent good money on them and they're probably overkill. Those 180 cameras are great. All of these cameras, I can zoom in. I mean, I can really see my garage and everything that happens over across the street, which I guess I really don't need because I have cameras over there, but why not? In case there's ever an accident, which I've experienced some accidents here on this intersection. In fact, we got a lot of farm fields around here, and somebody actually drove into a sprayer and busted the rear tire right off of it. It was pretty wild. But now at least we'll have some cameras so that if there is ever a fight and the cops come to me, because they do come to me pretty often at this building for footage, I'll have an extra set over there that I can zoom in, get some good pictures. So again, for the most part, everything looks good. There are a little bit of potholes, which I've got to pull back some of this gravel from plowing. Otherwise, it looks pretty good. Everything's working the way it's supposed to. All the water's funneling in here, going down, and then going across into the pond. So with all that being said, let's get this camera done so that I can try to enjoy the rest of my Sunday. Oh, baby. Okay, now to make sure I did it right, and I've many times messed this up, we got striped orange, orange. We're looking at the top left here. Striped green, dark blue, dark green, light brown, brown. Done. Now we will cut off the ends to make it pretty. Oh, we don't want them to bend up. And I'll show you why in a second. Or that way. What is going on here? Okay, let's push these through. Hopefully they're not going to. Awesome. Spin them up a little bit. Okay, now we push this in all the way, close the cutter, bend off whatever is not already broke off, because it's a pain if you let go. Okay, now all those ends look really good. So for the moment of truth, okay, it takes a little bit. I'll see if I can turn this for you guys. You can see all the lights. So let's go ahead. This is gonna be my number 1. Now, it doesn't just start flashing right away. We have to give it a second because it's got to run signal to the camera, boot up. Hopefully. Okay, it should have been on by now. That's not good. No power. I doubt this is a thing, but let's just try it in this bottom one. Oh, what did I screw up? Orange to the right with the plug up. Okay, that's what I've got. That's what I've got. No power. All right, let's try this again. Come on, number 1. You're the most important to me. Come on. Yay! Very shortly here, that should pop up. It takes a while to boot up the camera and go through that whole process, but we should see, oh, just as we said it, camera 1 popped up. So this one is, again, my favorite and probably the most important. With that being said, this project is officially done. I am happy. I'm going to go ahead and put this up in the tray. And then this is our personal unit with our power box, our security system, and everything else. So I am very, very happy. All of our errands got done. Well, this one took a little longer, a couple days extra. I got rid of the empties here, get rid of the receipt, pick up this, and then I can go enjoy my Sunday. As you can see, it's beautiful. So that's about all I got for today's episode, guys. I appreciate you. I know it wasn't the most exciting, but you know, this is a day in the life. So, man, my truck's already a mess. That's a wrap.